Hey, what's up everyone? Bit Me Some back with another Bitcoin video. So today's video we're just gonna go over a few charts and see a few price targets and things like that. So let's just jump right into it. Appreciate everybody that's commenting and liking on all of my videos. If you guys wouldn't mind hitting that subscribe button. We just got a few more subscribers, so I would appreciate if you guys hit that subscribe button and also the like button also. But yeah, let's just jump right into this. If you guys notice, we've been on these under these two lines pretty much. That one right there and then this one right here is where we've been pretty much just going up and down between. So we are respecting that right now. If you guys notice also, I have this trend line right here, just kind of respecting that. And if you notice, we did break out of it, and then this could have been the retest. And if you notice, we are green again right now. So the fact that this is green, I have this line. Let me see, where did I put this line from? Okay, now if you zoom out, like I'm just trying to figure out where I got that line from. Alright, so yeah, so if you notice this white line, it's under here. We came above it, came back down, consolidated it right there. Resistance. Or I mean, I wonder if I could put this as support, more of support. Or this was better, resistance. Like I said, the idea of it, you just really want to be have the most touches, you know. So it just depends where you're getting the most touches at is where I believe it's the best. And let me see these lines, see if they're touching these guys over here. So what I'm kind of trying to just look for is just, like I said, a good bottom where I could be. And if you notice, yeah, this bottom was exactly right here where this wick touched. I'll probably just put it right there underneath that. Then we'll do that, just because this was probably the most recent drop and pump right after. So I think that's an important, it's recent, because like I said, you can find things way in the past, but they might not be as confident or confirmed as the more recent one. So I'm just gonna go with that. But yeah, so if we're pumping up, we're gonna need to push above 38,180 if we want to. Well, that's where it closed at. Okay, we're already above that. Sorry. Okay, current price right now is 38,380. So where we need to push above is 38,500 pretty much, because that'll be where this next red candle, if you guys notice, the one right above it, the one right next to it, this top of it is pretty much 38,500. So I'm gonna put this horizontal line right at the tip of that, just to pretty much let me know is once we break that line, it's creating a new higher high. If you guys notice, this is the straight up. We did break underneath it. So but the thing is that could be that retest. So we come up here, this is the retest to confirm that we broke outside of this pattern. So if we broke outside of that pattern, then that's what's confirming this move up. It's almost like a falling wedge. If you guys notice this top right section, the falling wedge, it comes down to two lines to make a peak, and when we do break above it, we do come down for a retest, and then that's what confirms the move up. So that's what that could be. So I wouldn't put it past that. That's where it definitely could be at right now. So what I'm going to do also is I'm going to put a 50 line right here at this 50 mark, just so I could know where the middle is at, because you get a top line, you get a bottom line, but you don't get a middle line. I think you might actually, but I forget if you do or don't, unless you like put it. But one off. I like to put it exactly on it, because all right, we're good now. 50, sorry. I just really like to put it on the 50. It makes it so much easier knowing exactly where it's at. All right, so now that we're there, if you guys notice, I'm gonna get a trend line. This is on the RSI on the 4-hour time frame. If you notice that RSI is creating that upward triangle. So the thing is I mean, if you consider this a pattern where if you notice the middle, this will be the middle, and then this is where we're going up. If you notice it, that's an ascending triangle, and if this top pattern at the top left is an ascending triangle, it usually is a continuation pattern that breaks upwards. And the reason why I'm using that 50 line is because that 50 line is the line that pretty much tells us whether we're on an uptrend or a downtrend. So if we're above it, we're an uptrend. If we're down it, we're a downtrend. So yeah, that's kind of my idea about that. So if we're working our way up, once we break down, we have to give it a retest, and then it'll confirm the move down. But if you notice, we were in oversold areas just a little while ago. Technically not oversold. Oversold would be this bottom line, but we're pretty close to it. So but yeah, so okay, so that's for that. And then okay, so if you guys remember in previous videos, I was talking about bullish divergence. This bullish divergence is on a 4-hour time frame. I'm gonna look for it in a bigger time frame, but if it's in a bigger time frame, then that'll also confirm this move that's possibly going to be happening. So if you guys notice, let me see. Uh-oh, my computer lagged it. It's starting to lag. I think I got too many charts. All right, so okay, let me put this a little bit closer there, and this like that. So that line is pretty much, even if I move this trend line this way, it's still going downwards, just because it's, if you guys can see that, it's going down. Okay, so this is what I want to point out. Okay, if you guys notice, that's a bullish divergence, and I'm gonna explain how you can tell. Okay, so you see how the price is going down in this area right here? It's going down, and then in the RSI it's going up. So if you guys, the way I remember it, if you ever watch that there's a video game called Pac-Man. You do that, and then this is the eye, and if you notice, it looks like a Pac-Man that's eating all of the candles. When it eats the candles, that's a good thing, because if you weren't eating, then you would be starving. So pretty much my way of doing it is, the way I remember, is that if it creates the mouth opening and eating this stuff, that's the bullish divergence. That means we're going up. So let's see what it looks like on a bigger time frame, but yeah, that's kind of, like I said, that's what I noticed doing that, is there is a bullish divergence now. So with the bullish divergence, we got to make sure it's confirmed on maybe even a bigger time frame. So I'm gonna put this trend line back to where it was, because that was the line that we first, like, and that's also confirming it, because look, we're going down, then we broke it up. This is the retest to possibly go back up. If we were still going down, we would have kept just doing this, you know. So once we broke on the other side, retest, that's the next move, plus bullish divergence. This is on a 4-hour time frame, and if you guys notice, I actually, oh man, let me inputs. Oh, let me put it. So I like to put my numbers on. This is for the MACD. So I put the MACD on 8, 21, and 5. I just, what I'm familiar with, and somebody, like I said, somebody I used to watch back in a while ago used to tell me that's what they use. So I just got used to it, I mean, it works. It's not, and it's not different than the original. It's barely anything different. So I mean, and if you notice, this MACD crossed right there. That usually means we're going up. So the fact that we got a cross on the downwards going up, that's a cross bullish. We got this price going down a little bit, bullish. RSI going up, bullish. You know, that's not a bad sign. And then this is on a 4-hour time frame. And then also, like I was saying, is about this time frame. This is the area we need to break above. This is the make or break, I would say, because if you kind of notice, we were going down here, but we broke it. But then from here, we're kind of just going down. So, you know, if we still keep going down, it's going to keep looking like that, you know. So we kind of got to break above this to make a new high, because this is the last high right here. So once we break that new high, then it's confirming also that this move is possibly going to go up to this line. And then once we get to that line, that's when we're making a decision of what to do next. So yeah, current price right now is 38,400. So like I said, this would have been a good long to get in. If you, I mean, yeah, if you could have got in down here. Oops. Oh man, yeah, I don't know why it's lagging. Oh, maybe my Wi-Fi. All right, so yeah, that's that. And then so yeah, this, like I said, and this is also a falling wedge. If you guys notice, let me show you a falling wedge from earlier. The two lines going down usually goes up. So you know, there's quite a few signs of saying it a little bullish, you know, and the fact that we went down was definitely just to scare people out. And if these lines were already here from previous times, so the fact that we're still inside of this triangle, like I said, I found this triangle quite early. So the fact that I was already, it could have been like here, you know, and then I knew if we stayed in the line, we're good. Actually, this is where I found it at. Once we hit this one and bounced up, that let me know that was a trend. So that's where I started this line. And anything else after that, pretty much up here, is where I got these trends at, was because of these top candles. So that's from that one. So it's like I said, the fact that it's just moving down is just more proof that, like I said, these trend lines are getting respected. So since it's already been there, now I know the next target is going to be the top of this, and if we break that target, then we retest it and go back up. Let me try to find, this is actually on the daily also. Let me move this back to, this would be down here, and this is the new high. This was the high, so this is why I'm putting it up here, because this was the after this high right here. After we break this high, then the next high is going to be this one we have to break, and that's into the 39,000. Let's see, the highs of this kind of thing is 39, pretty much 40,000. So I believe we'll break into this 40,000 still. Like I said, my dates is May 5th, so I think in the next few days we could start looking a little bit better. Let me actually look into this RSI also from this daily, because you guys remember the daily is, yeah, let me change this MACD also. So the inputs 8, 21 and 5. You guys can see the lines moving a little bit, but it makes a difference, I feel like, because actually I just noticed it too when I was changing them like that. It showed me the cross a lot sooner than later, because the default ones were actually barely gonna cross, and then when I switched the numbers, it already crossed. So I think you could get a little bit sooner of a call with it this way. All right, so let's see. This RSI, See, on the daily, it's not showing it too much, too much. But I mean, in reality, though, it's technically going up. Because look, I'm at the bottom of it right here, and these two lines are still going up. So technically, it's going up. You know, so I don't want to say it's not, but like it's barely. The slope is so low. It's like if you're riding a skateboard on it, you probably wouldn't really go anywhere. But yeah, I mean, it's still technically going up. So that's where I'm saying is that's also starting to, the price going down on the daily plus the RSI going up is creating that. Let's see. The price, so like I'm saying, it's still technically a Pac-Man if you want to consider it. The mouth is not as straight, but it's like I said, if it's going up, then that means it's still there. So it's just the more this comes up and comes down, the stronger it's gonna get. Current price right now is 38,428. And if you notice on the daily, we could be crossing pretty soon. So if we do cross, then it's definitely going to confirm it a little bit more. But that's daily, so that's going to take a little bit longer. And this is also a thing that I was, the chart that I had that was, if you notice these two candles over here is where we got a real big, technically we got a bigger drop here, but we went even lower right there. So the thing is we, like if this was a ship, it sunk all the way down here, caught a little bit, but it sunk more here. So this was where it really sunk. So that's where I'm saying is, that's why I'm using this as the, not a bottom, but more of a indicator of that's where we got to bounce at. So the fact that we got to bounce there, if you notice right after we got to bounce, that's why I'm using that. And if you notice, oh man, it's not even right. Ooh, let's see. Yeah, this is right. Now it's right. I just had it off. Yeah, and these dates up here are just to show me how many days are in between these lines and stuff. That way I know. And then this one is just to show me what day we're on. So we're on 33 of 40. So out of 40 days, we're at 33. So this next 7 days is going to be important. And this is what I'm trying to point out. I mean, I've been saying this for a long time, since the beginning of April, I believe, already been saying it. But like I said, if we hit green here, we went up, right? So we hit green again and we went down. But this is where I'm saying is that my date is coming in on April or May 6th. So I'm thinking hopefully in the next few days is what we're going to be, you know, hopefully working our way up. The thing is what's kind of confirming that, it's not confirm, it's what it's kind of talking to me. So like I said, I just go off of the charts. I don't make up my own mind. I just, what I see is what I see, and this is what I see. So I can't go against it until it proves me wrong. And the thing is the fact that we're staying above this white line is confirming my idea is that this was the possible bottom, so that way we can come right back to it, and then after we're gonna go up. So I'm just thinking in the next few days we should hopefully go back up. But once we break 37,700 again and we close underneath that, like where when I'm making a video there's a whole candle there, even possibly a second candle, that'll confirm that move down. Because if you notice, these candles right here are just, they barely went down, and if anything, it was just the wick, you know, it's not much. But yeah, so that's kind of what I see. And like I said, this price that I'm expecting is at least the bottom of this line, of this green candle, which was the low, 46,981. So that's pretty much I'm $10 off, but yeah, that's fine. that's where I was thinking this target could possibly be, would be up at least to where this is at. And if we get to there a little bit after, I'm thinking it could be maybe a few days after even. But the thing is this chart, it just says, like I said, look right here. So you see how, okay, this one right here, let me see, okay, yeah, let me zoom in a little bit. All right, right here, this is the one. Okay, see how we have a big red candle? So we came down, but even though we went up, look what happened in the last 3 days right before it was supposed to. Like, if you were thinking, I mean, if you had the chart where I have it now and you were seeing this and it was way up here, you would be like, you would be in the same position where we're at right now, which is why that's actually just making me believe even more we're going up. So the fact is look at, now we're going 38,500. Do not sleep. This is probably gonna happen still. I believe it's still gonna happen. Don't sleep on it. Like that, just like I said, me going back to this just proved it even more. Like I said, look, this is a 16-day time frame. So in 16 days it made this move, right? And in the last, let's see, okay, the last 3 days is when it did that. So that's 3 out of 16. How many times does 3 go into 16? You know, 5 at least, about, you know. So that's what I'm saying, is that about 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. So it's just like we still went down even though we had, like I said, only a few days to do it. So this is why I'm saying is that even though it looks like, oh man, we're gonna get to this line and it's not gonna happen, well, I still believe it's still gonna happen. It only takes 1, 2, 3 days, 4, 5. It's gonna happen right here, I think. So if we break, I believe if we break this price right here, 39,700, we'll be going up. So I'm just saying in these next few days we're gonna be, I believe, going up. Like I said, this is not financial advice. Don't do anything I say. Make sure you do your own research, but that's just my opinion, is that, like I said, I'm not making this up. If it was going down, if something was telling me it's going down, I would be saying it's going down, but this is saying going up. I don't know why. I'm just the messenger. I'm not making the charts. I'm just the messenger. Current price 38,500. See, and that's what I'm saying, it's happening. I believe it's already happening. Don't, like I said, don't get scared out. Follow the charts. And if you guys notice, I had this triangle pretty much falling wedge. It's respecting it, came back down, followed it perfectly. Look at those lines right there. These lines I've had from way from previous times. So look, perfectly following them exactly. So that's just, it's saying it in the charts, you know. So, and then look at also this one. I did say on the 30th things were going to start happening, I believed, and it on the 30th we actually dumped. So that was actually maybe to scare people out one last time before this next move possibly happens. And this is, let me see, this next possible decision area could be coming around the 3rd. So if I'm thinking, I said that on this chart this is coming in on the 6th. So 1, 2, 3, the 3rd pretty much is right here. So around that time, I think that's when that, either we're gonna keep, and look at, we're going up still, 38, 36, it's happening. So I'm gonna try to upload this while this happens. So make sure you guys like and subscribe. See you guys in the next video. Peace.